We're live. Hi, my name is Josblan. The silent one is Antonio, and this is Lunch Corner.
Yeah.
This channel was created with the mindset of doing what we love while having that atmosphere we had in school, specifically lunchtime, where we did and talked about whatever the hell we want. This is take 2 of our first podcast episode, titled Tofu, Gain, and Loss.
Alright, let's get on with it. Go.
Alright, I'm here to tell a story about a friend we have. I don't want to say his real name, but let's just call him Tofu, right? Friends at school know him, but many do not. To start things off, this episode isn't to attack him personally, right? To make fun of him, kinda. And it's to recount of what he's done and to just say it in a funny way. So starting off, Tofu, he was someone like Jonah Hill's early movie characters. And if you know who Jonah Hill, you know what type of characters he played. The fat and dumb ones. Our friend Tofu, he was the type to bring fake Yeezys to school, and he would flex them, which is actually something he's done, right? So it all started in high school. Tofu was a big flexer, right? Flexing fake Yeezys, selling art, right? And near the end of high school, we were already applying to universities and colleges, right? Tofu barely passed high school. All right, he was failing his classes, and if it wasn't all of his classes, it was just one, which was math. And he almost failed, but I guess the teacher took pity on him, so she passed him. All right.
Yeah,
So
and he got lucky because coronavirus came through and saved him.
yeah, right. So Tofu in college was waiting for financial aid. We were all waiting for it, right? So we could get a PC, right? And Tofu got the financial aid. I remember that one day we were playing Cold War, and suddenly Tofu in the PS4 party says that he dropped $200 on stocks, and we were stunned, right? The whole group, we were like, "What the hell? What's wrong with you? Why would you even do that?" And we made kind of a big deal out of it because there was a student we knew from high school. He left a couple years ago, maybe on junior year, senior year, who got into this thing called Forex, which was a pyramid scheme. He would recruit you to join Forex, and you would supposedly make a load of money and retire at an early age and retire your parents, but it was a pyramid scheme, right? He would recruit you. He would tell his boss that he recruited someone, and they would raise his wage, pay? I don't know.
Oh yeah, like kind of like empty promises saying that you would double your money in like a day or so.
Right. So the student got into this Forex thing, and we found out it was a pyramid scheme. And he was a huge flexer. He was saying that he was going to get a supercar this year. I think it was a Lamborghini or something.
Ferrari. I'm pretty sure it was a Ferrari or something like that. Yeah, who really cares? The whole point is empty promises.
Yeah. The guy was a huge flexer, right? Getting a supercar in 2021, which he never did. Otherwise, he would have posted it. He didn't. A whole bunch of fake promises, right? Huge pyramid scheme. And we all laughed at that student, right? We made fun of him. We said, "Oh, he's just losing money, getting some dumb bums to join." And Tofu did as well. He called him stupid for falling for it.
Yeah,
right?
what's funny is that Tofu before made fun of the people who were also falling for the trick, made it even funnier.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like showed how much of a hypocrite he was.
Mm-hmm. Became the thing he was making fun of, right? But that's it. All right. We just called him stupid and moved on, right? We had a good laugh, and that's it. As the days pass, he says how he drops more money on stocks and more, and Jesus, it just started getting annoying, right? And well, he says that he dropped 1K on stocks, right? 1,000 gems, 1,000 rupees, coin, whatever you want to call them. And then this was the time of when the PS5 sales they were huge, right? As in, they would go online for 3 seconds and they would already sell out. So Tofu was flexing a PS5, a PlayStation 5 that he got from StockX. And that's the second time he tried to get a PS5. The first time he got finessed out of $700.
Yeah, he bought it on StockX. Never came in.
Yep. And the second time, after being worried for such a long time, he finally got it. Right, I guess. And oh, we got a new guy. It's Andy. Welcome to the podcast, Andy.
Hello.
So, Andy here has a huge role to play on the story, but that's later on. So first time Tofu dropped 700 on the PS5, he didn't get it. He got finessed, right? He said it didn't affect him much because he was dripping in money. He was full of money, and he supposedly got the money back, but I doubt it. If you get scammed by Zelle or PayPal, it's basically impossible to, or if you do a transaction through Zelle or PayPal, it's basically impossible to
One and done.
get your
Gone.
money back.
Your
Yep.
bank basically does nothing.
He got the second PS5 from StockX, but he didn't tell us that. He said that he got it from a normal online retail drop, right? I forgot what place it was. It was Lowe's or I don't know. Right. He got it from a normal retail drop. That's what he was saying. And I confronted him about it because he said that he got it one day, but there was no live drop that day. Otherwise, it would have been trending on Twitter, right? And then I confronted him about it, right? And he said, okay, fine, I got it from StockX for 700. But that also didn't make sense because the StockX sales for the PS5, they never dropped to 700, right? It's April 3rd, and the sales are still at 750. There's no way he got it at 700 that day at that time, right? They were at the 800 plus mark. So Tofu dropped $800 on a second PS5 because he said that he couldn't wait any
It's April
longer.
3rd, and the PlayStation 5 on StockX is barely at 750. The Blu-ray edition, and the digital edition is 705.
Yep.
At the time.
So Tofu was saying how he needed it. He needed to feel the controller in his hands. He was saying how he wanted to come to Antonio's house because Antonio was the lucky one that got a PS5 because he wanted to feel the controller for himself. He was basically a crackhead, right? He just needed it, and he got it, right? That's cool. But he just started flexing it, and it didn't make sense because he got it from StockX for way over the retail price, and he was still flexing it. It's cool, whatever. He got scammed. And then Tofu drops more money on stocks, and then it's revealed that he dropped it on AMC. And Tofu drops money on AMC and Dogecoin stocks, right? And because of the pandemic, AMC was dropping hard because no one was going to the movie theaters. No one goes to the movie theaters, the stocks go down. But Tofu thought he was the smartest motherfucker of all time, right? Because he got the stocks at an all-time low, and he was swearing to some divine being that they were going to go up and he was going to retire him, his parents, and all of us, like our group, right? Tofu also fell for the Dogecoin farce or the lie, whatever. For anyone that doesn't know, even though Dogecoin has been a thing for a while, Dogecoin is a virtual coin that started out as a meme. It was never taken seriously. People hyped it up on purpose, claiming that it was going to boom or quote unquote go to the moon, right? And Tofu was way too excited to pass it up. From the time Tofu got Dogecoin, it was at around 5 cents, right? From the time Tofu got Dogecoin, it was at around 5 cents, and then it got to 6 cents maybe, and that's it. It probably went down too. And it got
No,
worse
I
when
think the
Elon
highest,
Musk.
I think the highest it got to was 8, but since it was slowly going up, he just kept investing more and more money,
Mm-hmm.
saying that he was gonna get rich in a few years and he's gonna be a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's gonna be a
But then
millionaire
it just
overnight.
started decreasing and decreasing, and then he just kept holding on to all his coins.
Mm-hmm. And as I was saying, it got worse when Elon Musk started tweeting about it because he joined in on the fun, I guess. And he was like, Doge to the moon, right? Whatever. And holy shit, that must have been like Tofu's birthday or something because he was tweeting at him so much. He was like, oh, hell yeah, you're going to take us to the moon. You're blasting off, whatever, some dumb shit. All right. And everything was just a mess after that. Tofu kept on wasting more money on stocks, more on AMC theaters, more on Dogecoin. And Tofu was wasting money on stocks that weren't going anywhere. And if they were going somewhere, it was going to go down. And he was flexing financial aid money, right? Not his own money, but financial aid money. And we have a friend, we'll just call him Chap, right? Or Chapo. So Chapo confronted him about the money, saying how he doesn't get why he's flexing financial aid money or money that he's never worked for, how he's just being a bum, right? And Tofu was proudly boasting that government money, but Chapo just revealed to him that financial aid money is government money, right? And Tofu has never had a job and he still doesn't, right? So he was saying how he doesn't need a job because of the financial aid money. He knows that it's going to go away sooner or later, but that's why he's investing into stocks because he's, getting more money or whatever. And then after the confrontation, it got worse. Like, holy shit, even more worse. I have no idea when exactly, but Tofu started becoming philosophical in his stories. He was being so how would you guys say it? Smart, I guess.
Annoying.
There you go.
Eloquent.
He was acting so high and mighty. He was saying how he started saying shit how he's doing things at 18 as just a kid while people are in their 30s and they're not making as much money as him. He's just a kid and he'll be able to retire while just working on his computer and his phone. He started saying stupid shit. Basically just becoming that one high school student that was in the pyramid scheme. He was becoming the guy that he was laughing at, right? He was also saying DM me and I hope you retire soon. And he actually DM'd the majority of us. One of them
Not
being
just us. Like, yeah, it's sort of harassing some people.
yeah. Let's not say that though. He started talking to you, right, Andy?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And then he tried to make a clothing company called Inspire. It was all caps, and it was INSPXRE. And I asked him, what the hell does that even mean, right? What's the idea of that brand? And he was being more philosophical. He was saying that the message of the clothing brand was to inspire people to be themselves. It was some dumb right? More time passes, and Tofu claims in his stories that he's dropping over 1K. How much was it? 1.8K?
Yeah, almost 2K.
On chains and things, right, from jewelers that live in New York, right, basically on the other side of the world. And
yeah.
And it didn't make sense because with the financial aid money he got, he wouldn't have had enough for 1 to 3K on stocks, 800 on a PS5, 700 on a scam, and over 2 to 3K on chains.
Yeah, so what he told me is that he didn't actually buy the chains. He just put down a down payment, which was way less than $1,000. I think he said, I know it was just one chain that he put a down payment on for $500.
Oh my
But
god.
after that, he had absolutely no more money to send to the actual jeweler for him to ship it out. So he just threw $500 to the trash, basically.
Jesus. And then that chain,
I don't know, it was that bad.
Me neither. The chain, the jeweler said that he could include a little, it was a pendant, right? He could include a little image for him. And Tofu decided to include the most stupidest image of all time. It was an x-ray of a human skull. And instead of a brain, it would be money. Dollar
And
bills.
The picture, like, it was obviously Photoshop, and it was so bad.
It's
like
horrible. Oh, and then Tofu wanted to drop $500 on a guitar. With that financial aid money, Tofu wanted to become.
The whole point is that Tofu was delusional because he was playing with money he never had, and he was flexing money he never had, and he was being super annoying to the point that he was harassing some people, forcing them into wanting to join this whole like pyramid scheme.
Yep.
It's annoying. It annoyed me. It annoyed a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. So with the $500 to the guitar, which I don't think he got, it still didn't make sense because I go to the same college that he's in, right? And there's no way in hell we got that much money to do everything he's done. So it's been revealed that he actually didn't pay for the whole thing. He just paid $500 for the down payment and didn't have enough. Later, we found out that he had. So the whole thing of Tofu in high school was that he had a load of money to his name, right? What was it? 200 on his bank account. He just, quote unquote, had a lot of money, right? And then he later, so stupid, he showed his bank account balance on his Instagram stories, and it was $2. So he just had $2 to his name.
13 cents.
Yep. But no, to him it was okay because he claimed that he sold artwork or graphical designs, whatever, for over $300 a piece. And I'm gonna say it outright, but his artwork is.
It wasn't even his artwork though. It wasn't even his though.
It was just copy and paste, invert the colors a little, make one transparent, make the other pop, some goddamn words, and that's it. It was so bad. One time I requested for him to do me a Twitter banner, and after a couple hours he sent it to me. He said it was done. I actually liked it. It looked so damn cool. And then I saw the exact same Twitter banner on Twitter. And oh my god, it was so bad. It wasn't him, right? He obviously didn't make it. So he just stole artwork, claimed that as his own, sold it for over 300, supposedly, whatever. right? It's copy and paste, and that's it. But my art is amazing.
Cap.
At Josblan_art on Insta if you
That's
want
cap.
to.
Yours
If you want to
is pretty
see.
good, dude. It's not amazing.
All right. Basically, he obviously didn't make so much money out of the goddamn artwork. Maybe what, $20, whatever. So with the chains, he wouldn't have had enough.
Never sold anything.
Jesus
Yeah, I'm
Christ.
pretty sure he never sold much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So with the chains, he wouldn't have had enough to buy them, and he didn't, right? As it turns out. And then sooner or later, or between the whole shenanigans, Tofu DM'd our group and so many others individually, as Antonio was saying, for many reasons, either to join him, whatever, with his clothing brand. He actually invited me to join his clothing brand, and I said, hell no. And he would talk about us behind our backs, right? Especially Josblan, our other friend, who we'll just call Batman, right? And Batman is like the sweetest guy ever, right? He wouldn't even hurt a goddamn fly, and he's never said anything to Tofu, and Tofu decided to lash out at him. It was horrible. And then there's another friend that we have, we'll just call him Mir the villain, or just villain, right? So Tofu DM'd villain, or Mir, whatever, and Tofu started thanking him for bullying him in high school and middle school. And it was so weird because Tofu hated his guts, right? He wanted him dead more than anyone. And
Well, we're gonna have some backstory to that, because like Mir or whatever, he yeah, kind of like bullied him to the point that like Tofu, like some of those things that Tofu did kind of justified because of how because of how long Mir bullied him for.
But the thing is, Mir bullied Tofu for things that Tofu could have said back to him.
Still though, just because someone does that doesn't give them the right or give them the pass.
Then again,
they still did a wrong thing.
He did take it to the heart, which is
yeah, no, some people take it to the heart, some people don't. That doesn't excuse it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to say that like some of the things that Tofu did, it can be like they're not excused, but there's a reason why. And the reason why is because yeah, he was bullied all throughout high school. Specifically by like one or two people. I was one of them too, but I stopped once I hit 9th grade. Like we became friends. You know.
So one time Mir made fun of Tofu, whatever, and instead of punching him or something, Tofu punched a brick wall, and it hurt him. And that was, I don't know, it just made Tofu just absolutely hate him, right? Whatever. And sooner or later, he thanked him for bullying him. He said, "Thank you for bullying me because it made me prove my worth to the world," or whatever. And obviously, that was all cap. Mir started dying of laughter because he told us that Tofu was a fan, right? Everything Tofu wanted to do which is like designs, clothing, music, whatever. Mir has done it before, right? He's actually done designs. He's sold beats to people in Texas. He was trying to make a clothing brand, and it was so horrible. Everything got fuzzy after that, basically, for me, because my memory is horrible. So more time passes, whatever. Tofu became more like the guy. We'll just call him Matt. All right, the guy with the Forex thing. He became more like Matt, and then as it turns out, Tofu was actually talking to Matt, and we found out because Tofu told his best friend, who we'll just call Big Head, right? And Big Head told us. and it was so bad. Tofu fell into the goddamn pyramid scheme, and he was paying Matt for whatever knowledge, stock,
For nothing. He was paying him
info.
for nothing. He was getting scammed.
Yeah, for nothing. There you go. And it turns out that Matt was being horrible to Tofu. He was making fun of him and everything. It was just so bad. And then Tofu started tweeting even more, and he started tweeting at Elon Musk. Oh my god, he tweeted at so many people. It was like at Retweetbot, at Boring Company, at SpaceX, at Elon Musk, at Dogecoin, whatever. He started saying how he started losing his money in the stocks or whatever, and he wants Elon to tweet about Dogecoin again. He was begging him on his goddamn knees to tweet about Dogecoin, because he's lost a lot of money, right? Supposedly. It was it was bad. And then Tofu, he was saying how the FIB was on him.
The FIB.
And then we found out that the FIB is actually from GTA 5. So it wasn't the FBI that was on him. It was the FIB, right? The FIB was on him. They planted mics and cameras in his house without him checking. He started looking outside his window the whole damn time. Every time he heard a car zooming past, he was looking outside his windows to see if people were watching him. It was horrible.
This guy even said that he checked his family to see if they had mics inside of them.
Oh my god, he thought his family was in it too.
Yeah,
It was-
he was going insane. He was acting like the FIB or FBI was on him,
Yeah.
tracking him because he was making too much money for some reason.
I'll get into that right now. So after some time, Tofu kept on posting on his stories, whatever. And then he posted that he was going to do a PS5 physical edition giveaway. I mean, all the PS5s are physical, but I guess. So he posted a PS5 giveaway, right? And we made fun of him, right? He was supposedly going to get it from StockX. He was going to announce the winner in like 3 days, maybe a week or something. And by that time, we were just done with him, right? We made a separate PS4 party without him, and because he would on the old PS4 parties, he would join and not say anything. He would say that he'd be back, but as it turns out, he never left the headset. So when we would say things about him, he would write it down on his notes and keep it as a grudge or whatever. He sent screenshots of it to us, which is weird, right? It was bad. Moving on to the PS5, he said that the winner was announced and that he'll ship them the PS5. Whatever. We were like, what the hell? As in, what the hell? Like, like he's actually going through with it. With the giveaway, not actually buying a goddamn PS5 and giving it to them, just going on with the role that the PS5 giveaway was an actual thing. And my cousin, Andy right here, actually FaceTimed him. And we'll let Andy take the role. So what happened, Andy, when he FaceTimed them?
Dude was literally just reiterating everything that you guys have basically already said. I'm getting rich, blah blah blah. Still going on with this getting rich thing when Dogecoin was at like 5 cents, and he told me that I had won the PlayStation, bro. He literally told me. He told me, oh yeah, bro, you're the winner, bro. And then I was actually at my cousin's house, so they were listening to a whole thing on the PS4 party.
Yeah.
And they were just telling me what to say and stuff, and it was actually so crazy, dude.
So when he confronted him about why hasn't he shipped the PS5, didn't he say that his bank locked his account because they were wondering how he was getting so much money?
Bro. He said he literally told me, I can't get in my bank. I told him why, and he's like, bro, it's cause the FIB is on me. I can't deduct my bank cause I'm getting too much money.
Oh my god. And then Tofu was being delusional, right? Andy was at my house and I was just listening. And Tofu was asking, is there people with you? Are you with somebody? And since I was right there next to him, Andy would say, nah, nah, nah. And then Tofu would be like, oh, let me see. Like, do a 360, whatever, with your camera on. And then Andy would go to a separate room that I'm not in, and he would just do a 360 and go like, see, it's not me. And Tofu, he had like, how many chains did he have? 2 or 1? And his Thanos Infinity Gauntlet backpack keychain that he had in high school was attached to his chain, and it looked so bad.
The 3D printed, freaking cheap.
Oh my god, yeah. Holy shit.
Basically, to end it all, like then to end this topic of Tofu, like this area of it, because there's more.
Mhm.
Tofu was just down horrendous, and playing with playing with stuff that he never had, pretending he had stuff, bragging about stuff he never had, just being a nuisance, being annoying, and harassing people. But I feel like the reason why is because, and you can speak about it afterwards, is the whole when he got COVID.
Yeah, but that's a sensitive topic, I guess. There's so much going on behind the scenes, or things that we haven't said, and I don't want to bring them up because they would for sure get him canceled. They'll bring back scars, whatever. You know, I just don't want to say it. But basically, he was down horrendous. He was losing his mind. We were done with him.
He would have FaceTime me every once in a while, and he'd be washing his 2 chains with the dish soap, and like he'd have his own little setup, and then he literally flex, and it'd be all fat. He'd flex and be like, bro, I'm on a diet, I'm getting skinny, I'm getting ripped, and it just he looked the same, dude. Okay, and then he had a StockX tag, like, cause he ordered a bag, an Adidas bag from StockX, which wasn't,
Oh
I
my
think,
god.
pretty sure it was less than $100. And supposedly when you get something authentified, or I don't know if that's how you say it, but when you get something from StockX, they send you a tab, and you're not supposed to take it off to show it's real. This guy literally took off the green StockX thing, and he washed it like if it was his most valuable possession. He washed it, and he got like into the string and everything.
Oh my god. So basically, Tova was down horrendous. There's more things to say, but we don't want to say them. He was losing his mind. We were done with him, as we said. And later on, I stopped talking to him, right? He later DM'd all of us individually that he was sorry and shit. But as it turns out, it was a copy and paste, because we would confront him to fix himself, right? And he would just agree to, I guess, shut us up, right? So the copy and paste apology felt fake, right? It felt forced. And he was saying how, I hope we get through this together. I'll see y'all in a week. A week passed, and he's still posting his damn stocks or whatever. And more time passes. He starts calming down. He's still kind of crazy. He was saying, he started posting in a story, who the hell snitched on me, got my shit taken away. And I'm assuming he was talking about the chains.
No.
Right.
He got his phone taken away and everything by his mom, because his brother actually told his mom that he was actually going crazy off of stocks
I
and
don't want
shit.
to laugh, bro.
Yeah, he got his stuff.
That's stuff to laugh.
Christ. It was just
It's
so
actually kind of
bad,
sad.
dude. Yep. And week passed, as I said. He didn't come back to us. He was still kind of posting. He was still kind of crazy. I guess we all forgave him, but I still don't hop on his PS4 parties. You know, we're good now, I guess. At the end of the day,
some things
Tofu.
aren't like some things. My bad. Some things are not gonna go away because like you did kind of like just talk behind people's backs. People who you've been friends with for 7 years, saying that you never really cared about them and stuff like that. It's kind of like, okay, but why am some people? I mean, I forgave him because I really don't like. Never ever really affected me besides the annoying stuff that like I just don't want to deal with it. Like, I got other stuff in my life going on. I don't need some bum telling me, oh, you can make money like this, you can make money like that, when it's just fake.
Yeah.
But I can see why some people didn't forgive him, or just don't care, because they're like, well, if he doesn't really care about me, why am I gonna care about him?
Yeah. Because he did say that he doesn't care about us. You know, he just dropped us people that he's met for over 5 years. All right, that's 5 to 7, maybe 8. Andy, he's known him ever since middle school or whatever, or Andy was in middle school, and he dropped us, I guess, for Matt, you know, the Forex guy who was making fun of him and stealing his money, and it was just so bad. Basically,
he touched on the topic when he said, I mean, friends are friends, friends will come and go. Like, I don't really care. Like, basically proving to me that even though he would end up apologizing, he doesn't care. Basically, it just doesn't really mean what he's saying anymore.
Yep. Yeah, to end it off on a lighter note, I guess he did get better. People are saying that, or his friends are saying that, our friends, whatever, the ones that actually hang out with him and talk to him, are saying that he got better. He stopped talking about the stock eggs. He's still Tofu, right? But, you know, I guess there's still the bad taste in everybody's mouth of what happened. You know, you could talk and play with him, but you're still thinking, shit, you know. He actually said, fuck this guy and fuck you, right? It's all in the past, I guess, but as I said, it'll leave a bad taste in everybody's mouths. But yeah, that's basically it. He fell into a shithole. He fell more into a shithole, but sooner or later, I guess he did get better, which is good, right? It didn't make anyone feel good looking at him so crazy and horrendous. And that's the story of Tofu gain and loss. He gained money. He gained a few pounds.
No, more like he lost money, he lost friends, he lost some few pounds.
I was just about to get to that. He gained money, but he lost it all. He gained stocks, he lost it all. He gained friends, he lost a few. You know, whatever you get, as you said, it comes and goes. Kind of ironic.
Ironic.
Any final words, Antonio?
No. Oh yeah, actually I do. My final words would be, if Tofu heard this, I don't hate him. I actually kind of like him. I just kind of like the guy, but the guy's just kind of weird sometimes. I think the guy needs help, like mentally. But he just doesn't want to get it. And there's only so much I can do besides telling him, hey, go get help.
As you said in the beginning of the episode, this isn't to attack him, it's just to retell what we did. I guess get it out of our chests, you know. That's it. We'll see you on the next episode, and thank you.
Yeah, have a good one.